All right, so get ready, everyone, because today we are going on a deep dive.
Into the world of cats.
Yes, cats. Our favorite furry enigmas.
Exactly. And you know what's even cooler?
What's that?
We've got a ton of notes.
Articles, even?
Yeah, articles, even some fun facts.
All about cats.
All about cats that all of you listeners have sent in.
And we're going to unpack it all
Yeah.
and extract the coolest, most surprising stuff.
Exactly. The best nuggets of information, right?
Yes.
So if you're ready to dive in, I know I am. Let's go.
Let's get started.
One thing that, always just blows my mind is
What's it?
their vocal range, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's incredible.
It's crazy.
How many different sounds do you think they can make?
I don't know, 20?
More.
More. 50.
Or way more.
Oh, my goodness.
Over 100.
100.
That's right, 100 different sounds.
That's so many. Wow. Compared to dogs?
Dogs can only do like 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so 100 different sounds.
But here's something even crazier about that.
What?
Those meows, they're pretty much just for us.
Really?
Yeah, they hardly ever meow to each other.
So they, developed a whole language
Yeah, basically a whole new language just for us.
just to talk to us.
Yep.
That's incredible.
What does that tell you?
I mean, they're very adaptable,
They're
right?
super adaptive.
They figured out how to
They know how to get our attention.
get our attention.
Communicate what they want, what they need.
Feed me.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me. Let me out.
That's so funny.
Pretty clever, huh?
Yeah. Makes you wonder who's training who, right?
Oh, it really does.
So speaking of this bond we have with cats,
This human-cat relationship.
right, the human-cat relationship, how far back does that actually go?
Oh, well, we're going to have to take a little trip back in time.
Oh, cool.
Buckle up,
Okay.
because it gets pretty interesting.
Oh, I love this.
So the first cat video was actually made back in 1894.
Wait, seriously?
Uh-huh.
Before the internet?
Yep, long before YouTube.
Were people already obsessed with cats back then?
Seems like it. And you know what?
Right.
That's just the beginning.
Oh, there's more.
There's so much more.
Okay, hit me with it.
Did you know that, Isaac Newton?
Yeah, the gravity guy.
Yeah, that guy, well, he's actually credited with inventing the cat door.
No way. Really?
Yeah, apparently his cat kept interrupting his experiments.
I can only imagine.
Right?
And so he's like, I need a cat door. Gotta invent this.
That's hilarious.
And if you think that's wild, listen to this.
Okay.
Ancient Egyptians, they were so devoted to cats that when a cat died,
I've heard about this.
they would shave off their eyebrows.
What?
Yeah, as a sign of mourning.
Really? Their eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
It does.
Cats were sacred in ancient Egypt.
Oh, absolutely.
Mystical beings.
Definitely a long history of associating cats with,
With the mystical.
yeah, and the
So
supernatural.
let's not forget about
Some of the more, how should I put this,
ambitious.
ambitious attempts to involve cats
Yeah.
in our human affair.
You're talking about the CIA spy cat, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
I read about that.
It was a bit of a disaster, unfortunately.
What happened?
They outfitted this poor cat with a microphone
Oh, no.
and a transmitter.
For real?
But then, on its very first mission,
What happened?
it got hit by a taxi.
Oh, no, the poor kitty.
I know, right?
It's a good thing that cats aren't cut out for espionage.
Yeah.
But you know what they are cut out for?
What's that?
Amazing physical abilities.
Oh, yeah, they've got some serious skills.
They do. They're jumping.
Yeah, those jumping skills.
Oh, unbelievable.
Right.
Some sources say they can jump 6 times their length.
6 times. I've even seen some that say 7.
7.
It's incredible.
Wow. So what's the secret?
Well, those powerful hind legs, for one,
Yeah, they're strong.
and those long tendons they have,
Oh, yeah.
built for spraying,
Right.
like built-in shock absorbers or something.
Exactly. And launching pads all in one.
Wow. And that's how they always land on their feet.
Speaking of defying gravity, their balance is amazing, too.
Right. My cat walks across the narrowest things like it's nothing.
It's remarkable.
It's like they have a gyroscope in them or something.
Well, they do have this structure in their inner ear
Great.
called the vestibular system.
What's...
The vestibular system. And it's constantly sending info to their brain
Oh, wow.
about their position and movement.
To keep them balanced.
Yeah, like a built-in level, constantly making sure they're upright.
That's so cool. Even on those tiny little ledges.
I bet that also plays a part in their amazing hearing.
They're hearing. Yes. How do they always know when I'm opening a can of tuna
I know, right?
from across the house? It's like magic.
Well, it's not magic.
It's like they have super hearing.
They can hear frequencies way higher than we can,
That's incredible. And speaking of super senses,
Their eyes, right?
their eyes, they're like,
They glow in the dark.
yeah, Like little headlights.
Not quite headlights, but close.
Like close.
They have this reflective layer at the back of their eyes
Okay.
called the tapetum lucidum.
Tapetum lucidum, got it.
Imagine like a mirror behind their eyes,
Oh,
catching all the light.
so that's how they see so well in the dark.
Exactly, amplifies it.
Like night vision.
Right, in low light.
Makes them like those stealthy little ninjas.
It does, but there's a myth,
Okay.
that they can see in total darkness.
Oh, right.
That's not true.
They can't see in pitch black.
No, they need at least a little bit of light.
Okay, that makes sense.
Still
Still impressive.
super impressive.
But speaking of ninjas, how do they move so silently?
oh, it's all about those retractable claws
Right.
and those soft paw pads.
Their paws are so soft.
Well, designed for stealth,
Yeah.
Whether they're stalking prey or just sneaking up on you for a cuddle.
A little surprise cuddle.
Exactly.
I love it.
It all ties back to their hunting instincts.
You know, I'm starting to see a theme here.
What's that?
A lot of what we think is like cute or quirky about cats
Yeah,
actually comes from their predatory nature.
absolutely. And that brings us to one of their most fascinating tools.
Okay, what's that?
Their tongue.
Oh, yeah, cat tongues are weird.
They are, right.
Like sandpaper.
It's because of these tiny little barbs they have.
Barbs. Like on a fishhook.
Not quite as sharp,
Yeah.
but they do have a similar purpose
Oh.
to grab and hold.
Okay.
And for a cat's tongue, it's all about grooming.
Right. They spend so much time licking their fur.
Hours.
So those barbs are like a built-in brush.
Exactly, like a brush and detangler all in one.
Wow. But that's not all, is it?
Nope. Those barbs also help them drink water.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they do it.
How?
So when they lap up water, those backward-facing barbs, they create a tiny little column of water,
Oh, wow.
and then they pull it into their mouth.
Like a little water fountain.
It's amazing, right?
It's so complex, but they make it look so easy.
Effortless.
Totally.
And guess what?
There's more.
There's more. Those barbs also help them sense textures
Oh, interesting.
and even taste their food.
So it's like a multi-sensory experience.
Exactly.
It makes sense, though,
Yeah.
for a predator to need a tongue that good.
Right, for both hunting and grooming.
Okay, but enough about tongues.
What else should we talk about?
Let's move on to some other quirky behaviors.
Oh, I love those.
Me too. Like head bunting.
Head bunting. You mean when they rub their heads all over you?
Yeah, it's like a head massage, but with their face.
I know, it's adorable.
So cute.
But it's actually a way for them to mark their territory.
Wait, so they're claiming me as their property
Essentially, yeah.
by rubbing their head on me?
Yep, they have scent glands on their heads.
Oh, wow.
And when they bunt, they're transferring their scent onto you.
So they're basically saying, you're mine now.
Exactly.
Well, I guess I'm okay with being owned by a cat.
I think we all are.
And speaking of adorable cat things,
Oh, yes.
we have to talk about purring.
Purring,
It's just the best sound.
like the ultimate sign of contentment.
Exactly.
But it's more than just a cute sound.
Really?
There's some research that suggests
Right.
that the vibrations from a cat's purr,
The vibrations.
yeah, they might actually have healing properties.
Wait, seriously?
It's true.
Purring can heal.
Well, there's some evidence to suggest that
Finding
those
it.
vibrations can help lower blood pressure,
Yeah.
reduce stress,
Okay, I could see that.
and even promote bone and tissue healing.
Whoa. Hold on.
Pretty amazing, right?
If purring can heal, why haven't we figured out how to, bottle that up?
That's an interesting...
Like purr-powered pain relief.
I like it.
It makes you wonder, right?
It does.
Even though we think we know cats so well,
Yeah.
there's still so much we don't know.
So much to learn.
You're right. This is just the beginning of our deep dive. We've only just scratched the surface.
We've got so much more to explore.
So stay tuned for part 2.
Coming up next.
Welcome back to our deep dive all about cats,
Yeah, we're picking up right where we left off.
exploring all those quirks
Those fascinating feline quirks
and incredible ability.
that make cats such captivating companions.
We talked last time about their super senses,
Oh, right.
those stealthy ninja moves,
Oh, yeah.
and even that multi-purpose tongue.
Yeah,
That's both fascinating
Yeah.
and a little bit freaky.
it's true. Those barbs are something else.
They really are.
But there's so much more to uncover.
There is.
So let's keep digging into those cat mysteries.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Have you ever noticed how cats can fit into the tiniest spaces?
Oh my gosh, tell me about it. It's like they're liquid. My cat can squeeze into spots I wouldn't even think were possible.
I know, right?
It's like watching a magic trick.
Well, it's not magic. It's all about their incredible flexibility.
Oh, okay.
They have more bones than us.
Really? Yeah, about 244 compared to our 206.
Wow, that's a lot more bones.
And their vertebrae are spaced further apart,
Okay.
giving them a wider range of motion.
So they're basically built for contortion.
Pretty much.
Does that mean they can squeeze into any space no matter how small?
Well, not quite.
Oh, right.
Remember those super sensitive whiskers we talked about?
Yes.
They help them gauge whether or not they can actually fit through a narrow opening.
Oh, that's right.
It's like having a built-in measuring tape.
So they're not just flexible, they actually know their limits.
Exactly.
That's pretty smart.
It is, and this ability to squeeze into those tight spaces isn't just for fun.
Right.
It's tied to their survival instincts, too.
Okay, how so?
In the wild, a tight space could be protection from predators.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or even a strategic advantage when they're hunting.
Wow, it all makes sense now.
Right.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that even their playful behaviors have roots in their wild ancestry.
It all goes back to that. Speaking of their wild side, we can't forget about those hunting skills.
Oh, right, those claws.
Those sharp, retractable claws.
They're not just for show.
Not at all.
And their paw pads are super sensitive too, right?
Incredibly sensitive.
How so?
It allows them to detect the slightest vibrations.
Oh, wow.
Which is super useful for hunting.
So they can, like, feel their prey moving.
They can literally feel them through the ground.
It's like they have a built-in earthquake sensor.
Exactly. No wonder they're such skilled hunters.
Right, but, they're not just skilled predators.
Yo.
They're also incredibly intelligent creatures.
That's true.
Or at least that's what I tell myself every time my cat outsmarts me.
I think a lot of cat owners can relate to that.
Right.
Cats are known for their problem-solving abilities.
They are. I've seen my cat figure out how to open doors and cabinets
Yeah.
that I thought were cat-proof.
I know. It's like they can get into anything.
Sometimes I swear they're just messing with me.
They do have a mischievous side.
Oh, they do?
They're definitely capable of manipulating us to get what they want.
Speaking of manipulation, I have a question about purring.
Okay, what's that?
We talked about how it might have healing properties,
Right.
but why do cats purr in the first place?
That's a great question, and it's still a bit of a mystery.
It is, right? It seems like they do it for so many different reasons.
They do. We know they purr when they're content,
Right.
but they also purr when they're injured or stressed.
It's true.
So some scientists believe it might be a form of self-soothing,
Oh, interesting.
like how we might hum a calming tune.
So it's like their own internal massage.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
And some experts also think that purring might be a way for cats to communicate with each other,
Oh, okay.
especially mothers and kittens,
That makes sense.
like a secret language that we don't fully understand.
It's true. We're still trying to figure them out.
There's so much we don't know about purring, which makes it even more fascinating.
This whole conversation is making me realize that we often take our cats for granted.
Yeah, I think that's true.
They're these complex creatures
They are.
with a rich history,
Mm-hmm.
incredible abilities.
It's easy to forget all that
It is.
when we just see them as cute, cuddly companions.
That's true.
But there's so much more than that.
Yeah. Well, I, for one, am determined to never underestimate my cat again.
I like that attitude.
After this deep dive, I just
I'm glad to hear it.
have a new perspective.
Speaking of uncovering hidden depths, I have some more quirky cat facts.
Oh, lay on one.
That I think you'll find interesting.
I'm ready.
Did you know that cats spend about 70% of their lives sleeping?
70%. Seriously.
Say,
So they basically sleep for 2/3 of their lives.
pretty much.
Wow, that explains a lot.
It does, right?
Okay, what else you got?
Okay, this one might surprise you.
Okay.
Cats can't taste sweetness.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
So all those sweet treats we give them,
I know.
it's wasted on their taste buds.
Their taste buds are wired differently. They don't experience sweetness like we do.
Oh, that is surprising.
It is, right.
I wonder if it has to do with their evolution as carnivores.
Could be. They don't really need to taste sweet things in the wild,
That makes sense.
right?
That's really interesting.
And here's another cool one, okay?
Okay.
Cats have a special organ in the roof of their mouths.
Okay.
It's called the vomeronasal organ.
The glomerulonasal organ.
Yeah, or Jacobson's organ.
Jacobson's organ. Okay.
It's basically a secondary scent-detecting organ
Yeah.
that allows them to basically taste smells.
Taste smells. What?
It's weird, right?
That is weird.
They use it to analyze pheromones.
Oh, okay.
You know, those chemical signals that animals use to communicate?
So like they have a secret sense.
Yeah, secret sense that we don't even have access to.
Wow. That's incredible.
Isn't it? It's just another example of how cats perceive the world differently from us.
I'm starting to feel like I don't even know my cat at all.
Well, that's the beauty of learning. It opens our eyes to new possibilities.
Right.
And helps us appreciate the world around us even more.
After all this,
Yeah.
I really do feel a new sense of awe for these incredible creatures.
I'm glad to hear it. And I think this is a perfect spot to pause our deep dive.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, though.
Okay.
We're not done yet.
Oh, good.
We'll be back soon for the final part of our
Yeah.
deep dive,
Awesome.
where we'll explore even more
Okay.
mind-blowing cat facts.
More cat facts.
Yes.
And we'll leave you with a challenge
Okay.
that will make you see your feline friend in a whole new light.
Okay. A challenge. I'm intrigued.
Until then,
Until then.
keep those whiskers twitching.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, for the final part.
Of our deep dive into the world of cats.
We've covered so much ground already.
We have, from their ancient origins.
Right, to their superpowered senses.
Quirky behaviors, those mysterious purrs,
We've talked about their wild side, their cuddly side,
even their manipulative side,
which we secretly love.
which we secretly love, exactly.
And now we're going to wrap things up
Okay.
with a few more mind-blowing facts
Okay, always love those.
and a challenge.
Ooh, a challenge. Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on us.
All right, but first, a little population census.
Okay.
Did you know that there are over 100 million
100 million what?
pet cats
Pet cats.
in the United States alone?
100 million. Wow, that's a lot of catnip.
That is a lot of catnip.
It's amazing to think that so many people share their lives with these creatures.
It really is. It shows how much cats have become a part of our lives.
Right, they're not just cats.
Yo, they're
They're family members, companions, and let's be honest,
What's that?
they're often the stars of our social media feeds.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of social media,
Yes.
cat videos.
Cat videos.
A phenomenon.
They like their own genre.
I know, cats are internet superstars,
They really are.
captivating audiences with their antics and their meme-worthy expressions.
It's true. The kings and queens of the internet.
They are, but you know what always makes me laugh?
What's that?
Their uncanny ability to sense when you're about to leave the house.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's like they have a sixth sense
It really is,
Yeah.
like a built-in radar.
for suitcase packing and car key jingling,
Exactly. Suddenly they're all over you,
rubbing on your legs, purring,
purring like
and
crazy.
little motors, I know.
And then there's that classic move
What's that?
where they position themselves right in front of the door.
Oh yeah, like you shall not pass.
Exactly.
It's
It's all part of their charm.
It is, but on a more serious note,
Okay.
it might be a sign of attachment.
It could be they might get anxious when we leave.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. They do form strong bonds with us.
They do, even if they don't always show it.
Right. They're not like dogs greeting us at the door,
Right.
wagging their tails.
But their affection is just as real.
It's just expressed in their own,
Feline way.
feline way. Exactly.
However they choose to show it, I think it's safe to say
What?
we're smitten with these furry enigmas.
Yes, we are. We are. Okay, so you mentioned a challenge. I'm
Okay.
ready. What's the mission?
All right, the challenge is this. Observe your cat
Observe my cat. Okay.
closely
Closely. All
over
right.
the next few days.
I can do that.
Pay attention to their behaviors,
Okay.
their quirks, the way they move,
Okay, got it.
how they interact with you, with their environment.
Sounds like a fun assignment. I'm in.
But there's a twist.
The twist. Okay, tell me more.
Try to see the world from their perspective.
See the world from their perspective.
Yeah, what are they thinking?
Wow.
What are they feeling? What's motivating them?
That's a really interesting challenge.
It is, right.
It's like trying to decode their secret language.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm up for it. I think I can handle that.
You might be surprised by what you discover.
Yeah.
You might notice things you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Subtle cues that reveal their emotions, their preferences, their personalities.
I love that it reminds us that even though we live with these creatures,
Yeah.
we still don't fully understand them.
And that's part of what makes them so fascinating.
That's true. They keep us guessing and they challenge us.
They do.
And they remind us there's always more to learn.
I think that's a perfect note to end our deep dive on.
I agree. We've explored the history, the science
The myths, the magic.
of these incredible creatures. And hopefully,
Yeah.
we've inspired you to look at your own feline friend with a newfound appreciation.
For their complexity, their charm.
Absolutely. So go give your cat a head scratch.
Or admire one from afar.
Exactly. And marvel at these amazing creatures they are. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We'll catch you next time for another adventure.
In knowledge.